Hi, I'm Rick Marino. You want to know a better way to sell your home fast, so let's get right to it. In this brief presentation, I'm going to show you why your home didn't sell and why you aren't selling it right now. I noticed you haven't relisted your property, which chances are that means you've changed your plans a little bit. And what I want to show you is a secret source that you can utilize to find the next place you'd like to move to. So many times, if someone takes their home off the market, it's because they just no longer want to sell. Well, I want to show you a better option to go ahead and sell your property now and find your next dream home. So what we're going to cover in this brief presentation is really two things here. Number one, why so many homes don't sell the first time around. I think a lot of people mistakenly believe that just because they're putting their home on the market, it's actually going to sell. And as you've seen, that's certainly not the case. It all depends on how it's marketed and how it's exposed to the general public. And then number two, how you can sell for top dollar and find your next dream home. I think that's really the big key factor here, is you might think that that home doesn't exist. Well, I'm going to show you that it does. So a lot of people, when they're thinking about selling their house, they automatically say, oh yeah, my home's going to sell really quickly. Every home I've ever had sold in 3 days. We could sell this on our own if we wanted to. And with the market being as hot as it is, as soon as we put our home on the market, it's going to sell quickly. Well, for a lot of people, yourself included, sometimes it becomes a little disheartening when you see that that doesn't happen. So what I want to show you here is a better approach to getting your home sold, and more importantly, how you can find the next property you're moving to, even if your plans have fallen apart. So the reason most homes don't sell is a lot of agents here in the Nashville, Tennessee area, they load their home on Zillow, they load it on the MLS, and then they just wait for it to sell. And the fact is, that's a recipe for disaster. If you've got your home underpriced, well, of course it's going to sell. But if you're really trying to get top dollar for your home, sometimes that's not enough. You've got to use what we call a target marketing approach. And the fact is, there's a good chance that when you were originally looking to sell, and I know it's been several months ago now, there's a good chance your previous plans have fallen apart. Wherever you were going to move, or wherever you're going to relocate to, those plans fell apart. And the fact is, you can choose your next home with confidence. And I'm going to show you how to do that because we can actually get you access today to pre-market properties or unlisted properties that match exactly what you're looking for. And nobody else knows they're for sale. Now, you've heard this term before. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? So the secret approach that works so well for selling your home can actually do the same thing when buying your next home. Again, the very same thing that sells your home for top dollar can also find your next home as an unlisted or a pre-market property. And you want to write down this term. It's what we call target marketing. So as an example, your current house, the one you live in now that you've been looking to sell. As you know, there's a very specific type of buyer that's likely going to be interested in your home. What we call the most opportune buyer, right? A specific family size, a certain age demographic, a unique category of buyer with specific wants and needs, with a certain income for qualification purposes, and with a specific set of amenities in mind for a certain type of people that would be interested in your home. So if you have a real estate agent that has the knowledge of how to target that type of buyer, there's a higher likelihood that you'll not only sell, but you'll sell for more money. Now, when you switch that over to the buy side, if I know exactly what you're looking for, if you could wave a magic wand and tell me exactly what type of home your family would like to move to, even though you think it's nearly impossible to find that perfect house, I'll bet you our target marketing approach can find it. As a matter of fact, we could find every single one of them in this area or anywhere throughout the United States. And I'm going to show you that in just a moment. So it's what we call a target marketing approach. If we were selling your house, because obviously we're real estate agents here in Nashville, Tennessee, if we were selling your house, we would look for the targeted people that would be most likely to buy your house. Then, when we're looking at the next home for you, we're looking at the targeted house that's a perfect fit. So if you have to have a fenced yard, if it has to be in a certain school district, if you need to be in a certain neighborhood, whatever the criteria, we have a target marketing approach that will find unlisted homes. And what that means is we're not looking on the MLS. We can get you pre-market properties so you're the only one that knows they're for sale. Now, there's no secret in today's world. The market is hotter than it's ever been before. Now, that's great for selling, but it's bad for buying. I can't tell you how many homeowners I meet with throughout the Nashville area where their home was on the market, but they kept having to write contingent offers on their next house. Then, somebody else came in without the contingency and their dreams fell apart. Eventually, they took their home off the market. So maybe that sounds a little familiar to you. It's great to have a hot market when you're selling, but it's very tough when you have a hot market when you're buying. So what we do with our Dream Home Finder approach, which by the way is totally free of charge to you, what we do with our Dream Home Finder approach is we put you in a category of one, meaning you're the only buyer that knows that home is for sale. They're willing to take a contingency so that you can get your home sold. You don't have to rush, and you get a much better deal on the home because you're not dealing with multiple offers driving that price up. So it's the right way to buy a home. And most importantly, it's a home that fits your family's needs. So it's what we call our Dream Home Finder approach. A lot of people are surprised to know that the best homes, oftentimes, never make it to the open market. So if you have a search set up on Zillow or through various realtors where it's sending you emails every time a new listing pops up, you'll probably never see the best houses. There's a good chance that the type of home you want is highly desirable, which means everyone wants it. And that drives up the price and it drives down the availability. There's not much out there right now, which is what makes most people decide to stay right where they're at. Well, how long do you want to stay where you're at? Until mortgage rates go up? They will go up. They're so low right now, it's the perfect time to buy. Until house prices go down? No, you want top dollar for your home. You want a high sale price with a low interest rate on your next home. You want to sell your home when the market is at a peak, particularly if you can get a new home at an off-peak price, where there isn't tons and tons of buyers looking at that property and driving up the price of it. So you deciding to wait can hurt you drastically on the financial side of things. We've all heard this before. You got to sell high. Well, if you can sell high, but you also have an opportunity to buy low, that's the spread that makes sense for you to be able to sell your property right now. So this is why they rarely come available. Everybody's looking for the same kind of home. Why would they need to put it on the MLS? They're usually sold pre-market. Those types of properties, the desirable homes, they're never or rarely available on the open market. A target marketing specialist can help you before you even commit to selling your current home. Now, you heard that correct. You should be shopping for houses before you relist your house. You should be working with a target marketing specialist that will go out and find you homes to consider before you are 100% committed to selling your home at all. Got that? You should not relist your house right now unless you feel really good that we're going to find that next property for you. So, while you may have canceled your plans for now, I'm sure that will change for you once you've found your absolute dream home. Right? And what does it hurt to take a peek? It's totally free of charge. Our team obviously does all the marketing. You tell us what you're looking for, and we'll go out and find those homeowners. Well, why would I do that for free? Because we're real estate agents. We get a commission from the seller when we find that property. So it's perfect for you as a buyer to utilize that access at no cost to you. So the way we find off-market properties, and I want to explain this to you so you can kind of be encouraged to get back into the market and find most likely a better home than you had in the first place. I can't tell you how many homeowners we've met with that say, "We're so happy the last deal fell out. Now we found the home we really love." So if you could wave a magic wand and paint a perfect picture of a house, where is it located? What area? What neighborhood is it in? What price range? What certain amenities? What does the floor plan look like? Is it on acreage, or is it a smaller property, or a downtown condo or townhome? Does it have a fenced yard or a garage? You see, the more you can describe that perfect property to us, the better we can do in finding that next home for you, even before you make any commitment whatsoever to sign a piece of paper. No, you don't need to list your current house right now. You just don't need to worry about that stuff. All right, so what we do is we go out and find a handful of matches for you. We utilize our target marketing approach to find what we call pre-market properties. Essentially, we have marketing that we send out that says, "I have a buyer that's looking in your area." So they contact us and they say, "Well, we've been thinking about selling, but we haven't staged it. It's not ready yet, and it's not decluttered. But if you've got somebody, I suppose I would sell it. It's a lot more convenient that way." Now you're the only buyer that knows that home is for sale. So we utilize our target marketing approach to find these properties in certain areas, specific school districts, particular neighborhoods you might be interested in, specific style of home or amenities that you're looking for, and even hard to find properties. Because I know when I was looking for a property, I said, I don't even know if this thing exists. I don't know that we could find the perfect fit. Well, I would love for you to challenge our team with finding that, because I think you'll be very impressed when you have a target marketing specialist that's helping you out. So when that happens, when we get a handful of properties for you, you're the only one that knows these homes are for sale. You know, the fact is, there's nothing worse than competing in a multiple offer situation, which just drives the price up. And you may not even get the home even if you were to offer over asking price. And I'm sure you've been there before. So you can get the perfect house at a much lower price if you utilize our Dream Home Finder program. And best of all, you can casually look around with absolutely no obligation to make a move or even list your current home again. I know you were on the market before, and I know what a hassle it was, and you may have even had a bad experience. So I'd love to show you a whole lot better way by first of all getting you to fall in love with your next place, and then being able to use a target marketing approach to sell your current home fast and sell it for top dollar. And did I say it's free of charge? It costs you nothing to use our Dream Home Finder service, and we can do this anywhere in the United States. So if you're relocating to Pittsburgh or relocating to Dallas, wherever, we work with thousands of agents around the country to help you locate the best unlisted or pre-market properties before you commit to making a move at all. And I think you'll be very impressed with what you'll find. Again, anywhere in the United States. So I think it's okay to get motivated again, to jump back into the market while the market is still at a peak. This is the time to sell. Don't wait for values to go down on your current property. That just doesn't make any sense, especially while interest rates are so low. Let's sell high and see if we could buy under market value. All right, the goal is to capitalize on the peak in the market prices right now. If you could capitalize on the value of your current property, you could easily look around at a few off-market or pre-market homes with absolutely no cost and absolutely no obligation on your part. You may be shocked at the current value of your home, as well as the quality of pre-market homes that we can specifically locate for you. So here's how the process works. It's a 4-step process. First, we'll have a quick phone conversation to talk about what the perfect outcome would be for you and your family. Then, I'll find out exactly what type of home you're looking for, the ideal area, the ideal price range, exactly what you want. Number 3, if necessary, I'll take a 5-minute walkthrough on your current home to determine the actual value and net proceeds that you can anticipate from the sale. Again, just a 5-minute walkthrough will determine this is how much it's worth, and here's what you would net if you decide to move forward with it. And then number 4, my team will start finding houses for you that match exactly what you're looking for. And you can take a peek at those homes with absolutely no obligation to make a move. I really feel that if you can fall in love with another house, you'll have that motivation again. Your family will finally make that move like you had originally planned to do. So the question is, will you be the next success story? You'll learn that selling and shopping for your next home is fun when you go about it the right way. When you're finding the right properties and you have somebody that knows how to negotiate on your behalf to get those better deals out there. It's so much fun. So what I'd like to offer you is a free 15-minute phone consultation to show you exactly how that process would work. And more importantly, to find out what is your dream home? What are you looking for? It's different for everybody, so I'd like to find out what it is for you. If you challenge my team, I think you'll find there are many more properties out there that are a perfect fit for you. So what I want you to do while you're watching this video, grab your phone right now and call me at the number below. You'll reach me directly. I'm a real estate agent here in the Nashville, Tennessee area, and I'm sure you'll find that we can do a very good job finding the perfect house for you. And most importantly, get you back on the horse here, ready to make a move. We can sell your current home and get you into your new dream home. So let's talk about your options. Maybe it's a little different than what we talked about here today. Give me a quick shout. Let's talk about it for a few minutes. I think you'll find we could put something together for you. I'm Rick Marino. Thanks for watching. Let's talk soon. Have a great day.